blah 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 blah. That is so going on the start. Hey!
Hello!
Welcome to Ace TV episode 5, Outdoors.
I know, how exciting. We're just going to warn you, we want to actually show you our outside area at the end of the week. On a Friday, everyone's gone home, and we wanted to show you actually what state it really is in.
It is a bit of a state. We've been posting recently some of our photos that we've put on since tidying our provision over the Easter holidays, ready for the summer term, and we thought we'd talk you through what it looks like. So I'm going to be holding the camera, so I'm going to disappear, but you'll hear my disembodied voice.
Ooh, an improvement? So, come on in, come and have a look. Make sure you close the gate. Our outside area starts right outside of our classrooms. So we have 2 classrooms joined together, the doors into the cloakroom, into the main classrooms, and everything you see patio slab-wise up until 3 years ago.
Can I just apologise for putting my fingers in front of the camera like a complete useless fool? Sorry.
Just cannot get the staff at all. Anyway, up until 3 years ago, we had our outside area was just where you see the patio slabs. So we were very lucky to get a grant.
Yeah, and then we didn't have any of the grass area or anything like that.
Any of the grass area, and we were able to extend our patio area to allow us to have decking and to have more space for the children to run around. So come on in.
Let's start over here then. This is our new woodworking area.
Complete with lots of offcuts. We've got a member of staff just had a whole load of work done at her house. These are all the offcuts. So the children have access to varying sizes and different types of wood.
I like the way the only hammer we can see at the moment is a plastic one. Safety first.
Safety first. We don't just have the pretend ones. We do actually have all of the real tools, as you will have seen from our earlier posts.
So there they are in that tool. Oh!
Manly.
So we run this area at the moment as an adult supervised area. So not adult directed as such. But we are overseeing it because we obviously want to make sure that the children are safe.
We're giving the children the opportunities to build on the skills. So we allow them all the real tools, hand drills, hammers, all with safety glasses, screwdrivers. We haven't allowed the saws out yet.
We'll get there.
So this is an area where they can come and practice those skills.
Right, so we've got a bit of a weird look at this. I'll just show you this, right? And if Tracy from preschool ends up watching this video, what did you do to our thing? Look, they sort of had to chop it. It happened a few weeks ago because of that gas thing. There's some kind of weird, but it makes a nice little area there that the children have been kind of using for their own school role-playing, things like that. Right, we've got the pallets. They were in a stage, and at one point we were tidying up and we piled them on top. And now the children, they like using it as a table or
a boat or a train.
Just climbing and jumping off.
It's just literally taken off with their imagination.
So, welly boots. I'm sure you've all got welly boot racks and our water onesies.
All hung here at a nice low height so that the children can come and do it all independently by themselves.
Right, now this is the area that we need to work on. This is mostly resources that the children we're never using, which is a bit of a shame. So we're going to go through stuff and find anything useful, and then, we're going to get rid of the rest. Now, just over here, we've got our outside tap, which if you don't have one, I feel sorry for you because you're probably quite glad, but an outside tap is really, really vital, we find. Anita's just uncovering, we've just got foam bricks and things that they're building with.
Lots of building and construction
and some shapes and things like that. We've got an adding machine and the bucket goes underneath. The children just drop through things and then they write the sum on the little blackboard there. Over here is Bolton's Bangers.
Bolton's Bangers, named after one of our early years ACE trainees. She started this, but sadly at the end of her placement came to an end, and we haven't quite finished. So this is something that Mark and I did over the holidays, and we'll
keep adding to it when we get more and more bits.
Look, can we just show you?
Oh,
glass
yes.
bottles
Glass
have
bottles.
stayed there, and it's
Yeah.
been a whole week of use.
Here's our shed. We were really lucky. A couple of parents helped us arrange the shed, and it's locked. They locked you out, and they decorated it for
Well
us.
made.
So inside, just
A little bit of a kitchen.
our PTA helped us with this, funding this, which is fab. So there we go. We've got Daisy the cow, which a parent donated. They worked for a company who used it for publicity things.
Complete with, it hasn't got any water, but it has its own udders.
That makes a great shot there, Anita. I'm just going to say.
Udders and milk stall.
Over here, we use this for our den building area. I mean, they could build dens wherever they like, but
I've actually packed it away, but we've got lots of tarpaulin. We've got the bungee straps, which actually I can see is in a trap at the moment.
oh yes, we were building
Evil
traps
pea
to
trap.
capture the evil pea from Super Potato. So they were building traps, and actually we did deliberately leave it like that because a couple of the boys especially were most upset that we were going to ruin their trap.
And I wanted to come back to that next week. So.
Here is our water tray. We've moved it over here. It was in the corner where the den building area is. We moved it so that children would access it more. And underneath you could see the half pipes that they use for pouring water down, and the pipes that we got from B&Q. These are plumbing pipes and all the connectors. They absolutely love that. You can see a turkey baster in the top there. We've got watering cans, whisks. Hand whisk is really good. We put some washing up
Soapy
liquid.
Waty
Soapy waty. They put some
that's
washing
really
up
lovely.
liquid in the other day. It was amazing fun. Now there's Anita with our pulley, and you can see it goes all the way down to the tree, and the children are absolutely loving.
Thrilled with it. It's complete with hook.
They have to work out where they can reach it, which is just at the top of the steps there, and they have to work together so that they can move buckets. They found that if they use the watering can, that grey one there, and hang it on the hook, as they move it
with
down,
water as
yes,
well.
and they shake it, it absolutely drenches any children coming up and down the steps. Just like that. But normally the children do better, Anita, I will say, and it goes up and down and soaks everyone. We've got some buckets under there that they use for the water plate, and there's...
Parents converted one at our sand pit, gave it a
Yeah,
lid.
last year they gave it, a parent gave us, or helped us build that lid, as Anita said, which was really, really useful.
We do live in the middle of a housing estate, lots of houses around us, so there are lots of wildlife. We don't want any nasty surprises first thing in the morning.
So, I'm going to just take you over here. Here is our digging pit, and that is literally what the children do in their digging pit. If we're really lucky, it's either been raining or they take the hose, because we have a hose over there. They take the hose and fill it, and it becomes like a complete swamp, which is lovely. So,
Hi.
go on.
I'm not going to go down, it's really dirty.
Oh.
But this is our slide. Why walk down the steps when you can slide down
Exactly.
so this is all designed and built in because, it's more exciting, isn't it?
So,
Exciting.
over here you can you see that black tarpaulin? That's not our fault. The PE shed is just here. Alright, Seagull, you're not in it, okay? That's unfortunately we've had to just place it there while we find a proper home for it. You can see a campfire that Anita's next to, the children built several weeks ago. There's the other end of the pulley system, and you can see the trees. Last year the children loved tree wrapping, so they've had a go at wrapping those trees. There's the log climber, which the rope was there just to steady them, but we found the other day the children were feeling very brave and they
decided to swing it.
turned it.
I'm not going to do that because I don't want to spoil their fun for next
Oh,
Sorry.
oh. So over here
garden.
we've got
Ready to be planted,
a bath garden.
Sorted out and planted, really.
We someone, I can't remember how we heard about it. Someone was getting rid of it locally, and they said if you want to come and get it, you can have it for free.
You can have it for free. So we planted marigolds and some really bright, vibrant plants last year. It looked absolutely stunning. This year we're going to rake it all out, turn it all over, replant again, possibly with some potatoes.
Oh yes, because of sweet potatoes. So we would a kind parent donated these tyres. The children love climbing on them, and this one we turned into a little sensory tough spot for the children. And the children have loved playing with bringing cars and toys and things down, or just exploring the different textures. Oh,
The writing going on as well.
Okay, so over here we've got a little seating area, but actually it was going to be a seating area. We asked for a seating area. The builders gave us
This.
that,
Which
but
is more of a surface, a work surface.
it's fab because there's another work surface for our mud kitchen. So here's the herb wall, the mud kitchen there with a little sink that obviously doesn't go anywhere, but it just drains into a bucket. All the pots and pans.
Pots and pans have been donated to us by parents. We put out on the newsletter, if you've got any old pots and pans, please let us have them.
And when they're old and rusty, we throw away and ask again.
Ask for another lot to come.
Now, you can see our lovely...
We'll just move on.
Yeah, let's move on. Over here is the school pond. I nearly got you then. Nearly hit Mrs. Curtis in the head. Here's the pond. Now, it is locked, so our children can't go for a swim, but we're really lucky that we're right next to it, and this has generated lots of fun, especially, I think the favourite thing that ever happened was the children thinking they found an alligator in it last year.
Definitely.
So much work came out of that. So much, but I say work, but so much excitement and engagement. Now, over here, our lovely PTA put in some planters for us. We've had beans in there, there was a pumpkin, radishes, all sorts of things.
Carrots, yep.
And then the bit beyond there is just a bit of a wild area. We have badgers that live over
Yes,
there,
we have
so hence why it's fenced off. One day I think we might try and claim it. Right, so this is our outdoor area. Now we know we're really lucky. As we said though, we started off with the patio area and we sort of borrowed bits and bobs and started to gain it. And the more you take over the areas and look after it, the more people just assume they're yours, and that's how we ended up with it.
I think the trick is it doesn't have to be expensive and flashy and you know, purpose built.
Ask
and
your
made.
Parents.
Ask
Ask the other staff. Ask the other staff that you don't work with, because someone will go, oh yeah, my husband's got those, or you know, we have got most of our things sourced from you know, through people that the school, you know, is in contact with. So we're very, very lucky. Anyway, that's our outdoor area. We're on 11 minutes, so we've been gossiping.
Far
So
too
we're
long.
gonna go.
Finish early Friday.
Yeah, finish early Friday. Right. We'll see you again soon.
Bye.
Bye.